Okay, this is a real short video just to show you a basic setup on how to output to your lights. You know, if you have your display where you can see it, or you want to test it real quick or whatever, then this is just something to get you going. This comes from the previous video on the intro. I have 20 pixels set up and did some things over here that was kind of fun. There's a lot more that you can do, but won't go through that right now. I just get you to the point you can output to some lights and see some winky blinky. Alrighty, so now we go to we'll have to go to manage all channels, and here's all your lights right here. Here's all the pixels 1 through 20. Okay, you'll notice there's no universe numbers in them. Universe 0 is ignored. So master lighting channel or control, that's a lot of fun. You can do a lot with lighting controls. We won't go there yet. Alright, anyway, so what we're going to do is highlight all of these. You click on the first one and just drag it down until you find, the end of whatever universe you want. This happens to only be 20 channels, so it'll only be one universe. And one prop. If you were to, if you wanted to another prop on a different universe, you can renumber that prop to whatever universe you want. Okay, so we're going to come down to renumber universe, and it'll do all kinds of cool stuff, but we'll just keep it simple here, and we'll say, okay, we want this to be on universe 1, and we renumber, and they're all changed to universe number 1. Okay, and that's very simple there. Then we come over to output and we say prepare channels for output. Well, here's all 20 channels that we have right here, roofline 1 through 20. They're all in universe 1. And when you go into it, you'll notice these channels are all zeros. I've already done this once. It's like the third time I've tried to record this, so they'll all be zeros. You don't have to highlight them or anything like that. All you have to do is you hit the prepare channels for output, and then you'll see the channel numbers come up: 1, 4, 7, 3 channels per pixel, and it automatically assigns all the channel numbers 1 through 60 for 20 pixels. Okay, that's all set. Pretty simple. Now you're ready to set up your card, and so we'll select output method and configure for show. Well, this is already filled in too. Let me just go through it and show you. We've got universe 1, 60 channels, start channel 1, end channel 60, and that will be blank. It'll say none. So what you come down here is you'll say Ethernet. Okay, I'm going to be running E131, and my IP address for my 682 card, my first 682 card on universe 1, will be 192.168.1.206. Okay, you hit OK. Now when you do that, it'll come up. It'll change from none to E131, and it'll tell you the IP address. If this comes up pink, then there's something wrong with your setup. You either have too many channels in that universe, or there's channels missing, or something else is wrong. So, but if it's green, all you have to do over here is make sure that you double click on active. If you have 60 universes like I do, they're not all full, but if you have more than one universe, after you get this all set up and so forth, you have to go through and make sure that they're all clicked. They all have a check mark in them, so it'll output to the lights. Okay, so now we're ready to output the lights, basically. So now we'll get to this part. I always rebuild. What happens here is if you make a change down here, and you do something weird. So you drag this over here, and if you don't have that checked when you say output active, it'll ask you if you deleted some effects or have moved them or whatever. It needs to be rebuilt. What happens is it leaves a ghost in there where this used to be over here. Well, there's still stuff in these boxes right here. So you want to get rid of those. So you want to rebuild it, and that'll eliminate that those ghosts. What he calls ghosts in here. So if you don't rebuild it every time, it's strange. It ends up strange. In this case, we'll click yes, and we'll go on from there. Okay, I'm going to put this back. So now, in order to alleviate that problem, I just put it always builds it, so it always eliminates the ghosts. If you have a huge program, it takes a couple of seconds. I mean, there is some lag while it's rebuilding it, but it's well worth the effort. Alrighty, so and I always engage my grid, and that'll show me and where everything is as it plays. So now you're ready to rock and roll. You just hit play, and there you are. You'll be outputting to your lights if everything is set up correctly, if your boards are all working right and so forth. You're golden. So anyway, real short video on how to set up your outputs. Hope it helps. Bye.